My goal here is simple. Funner for everyone.
Hey, Jane, you having fun?
Woo!
Is that legal?
Because around here, funner is a state of mind.
What is going on, Laker fans? Thank you very much for tuning in. What is today? Wednesday. Lakers and the Sacramento Kings tonight. 2 more home games left on this 5-game homestand. The Kings and the Memphis Grizzlies. So 2 tough games, 2 teams in the top 4 of the Western Conference. A quick shout out here. Thank you to Harris Resort SoCal for their partnership here on Lakers Talk Daily. Find your funner state of mind with a visit to Harris Resort SoCal, voted best resort in funner California. From dining to unwinding, you'll find fun around every corner. Learn more at harrissocal.com. Northern San Diego, that's where Harris is, 2 hours away from downtown LA. Fantastic property. If you're looking for a staycation, go to Harris Resort SoCal. Okay, this is what I want to do today's video on. Will the Lakers make a move by February 9th? Did Lakers Talk last night. This was part of the conversation. Had a lot of people that were chiming in on Twitter, on the phone, and everything else. Will the Lakers make a move by February 9th? Will they add to this roster and try to make a playoff run? I'm going to read something here real quick. This is coming from Heavy.com's Adam Taylor. According to a Western Conference executive who spoke with Heavy on sports, Sean Devaney, under the condition of anonymity, the Lakers are unlikely to trade away their future in order to improve the current iteration of their roster, a move which Jeanie Buss supports. Obviously talking about the 2027, 2029 draft picks that the Lakers could potentially use in a deal. Let me just kind of give my thoughts here. We know where the Lakers are in the standings. They're 4 games below 500. We know they're 2 games out of the number 6 spot. Clippers lost again yesterday to the Sixers. All of a sudden, the Sixers became my favorite team again. The Lakers are in the mix, but they're also not, stacking up these W's. And go look at the rest of the schedule in January. And if Anthony Davis is not coming back till, let's say the first week of February or whatever the case is, it's going to be a tough schedule to continue to stay 500. They're 8-8 so far without Anthony Davis. There's a lot that the Lakers got to weigh here between now and that February 9th trade deadline. There's a lot that the Lakers got to weigh between now and Anthony Davis coming back. I have always, and I'm going to say this again, and I'll make it as abundantly clear as I possibly can. The Lakers have to make the playoffs this year. You just have to. You can't have LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook, and 2 years in a row not make the postseason, where it's not about building for the future, because they're obviously playing for right now. They don't have a pick this year. We obviously know that. They have a pick, but they're going to have the Pelicans pick. Their pick will go to New Orleans. I get 5 years down the road, 7 years down the road that you have to be responsible. I get all that. I'm not saying that that's not, the right mentality or anything along those lines. But I'm going to go back to what I've said in the past, and I'll say it again. You got to make the playoffs. You have to make the playoffs. You just can't. And I'm not talking about get into the play-in tournament and then lose. I'm talking about you got to have a 7-round set in the first round and then roll the dice and take your chances where those 3 players are going to take you. 2 years in a row not making the playoffs with that roster, that does not sound like a team or an organization with those caliber players. That doesn't sound like that's okay. And by the way, if you feel like by the time this season's all said and done, you got to the playoffs and you just got beat up and you know that chapter is over of Lakers basketball, at least with LeBron and Anthony Davis, go make those decisions in the offseason. But I'm going to read a couple quotes here that came. This was during training camp. Yeah, it was media day. This was back. Dave McMenamin had a quote. I'm going to read this one off. Rob Pelinka on the Lakers potentially trading their picks. Let me be abundantly clear. LeBron committed to our organization. We're going to commit to him, including those picks, to see him to the finish line. And then he went on to talk about you have one shot to make a trade with multiple picks. So if you make that trade, and I'm not talking about one particular player on our team, but it has to be the right one. You only get one shot to do it. I don't disagree with anything that Rob said right there. There was a quote also, I think, in the offseason from Jeanie on LeBron. I want him to feel confident in the team that we have the pieces to win a championship. I want to make sure that he's happy. Those are strong words by the two most important people in that front office. I think the Lakers will make a move by February 9th because I think it's so clear in everybody's eyes that they need to make a move. It doesn't have to go be a blockbuster move. I think obviously the Lakers have also proved that their roster can actually hang. They just need to be healthy. So whatever move you make, if you're not healthy, there's a good chance you're not going to be in the mix anyways. But if you add to your current roster a wing, a three-point shooter, it seems like that one is as clear as day. That's what the Lakers need. If you add to this current roster, and then Anthony Davis does come back, and you still got guys like Austin Reeves that are going to eventually be back on the floor as well. Now you're looking at your chances saying, all right, I'll take my shot with what this roster has the rest of the way. Again, I'm not saying you got to go make a blockbuster deal unless you find one that you think makes sense. But if you kept Russ and LeBron and AD are there, and then you got these role players that have definitely rolled up their sleeves and come to work every single day, and you add that wing, that shooter that you feel like kind of rounds out the rest of the roster, then go look at the rest of the Western Conference and tell me who in the West is telling you that is going to run away with this whole thing. And maybe in a month, Memphis is running away with it. Or maybe in a month, Denver's running away with it. But at least for now, I think there are a lot of teams that are still in the mix, including the Lakers. I would be surprised if the Lakers don't do anything by the time February 9th comes around. I'll throw this to you, Laker fans. Do you think the Lakers front office will make a move by the trade deadline? My hope is they do, and I really, really do believe that they have to do something. Okay, quick shout out here to one of our partners. Here's a quick word from Riverside County Sheriff Department.
I'm Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. Are you satisfied with a job, or are you looking for an exciting career? If you think you have what it takes, I have a tan and green uniform with your name on it. Come and get it.
Okay, thank you to the Riverside County Sheriff Department, who, by the way, is hiring for 911 dispatchers, deputy sheriff, correctional deputies, and other support services. Apply online today at joinrsd.org, joinrsd.org. If that sounds like something of interest to you, you could literally apply today. Again, joinrsd.org. Thank you to their partnership as well. So I am a believer that something's going to happen before February 9th. I'm a believer in what Rob Pelinka said before the season started, what Jeanie said before the season started, and I'm not one to think that the Lakers are just going to sit around if they don't think they could find a way to improve their roster, even if it costs them a pick. I think they understand that not making the postseason 2 years in a row with LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russ would be devastating. It really would. And I want to see these guys in one playoff run. And if it ends in the first round, then damn it, you swung and it didn't work. But maybe it doesn't. And maybe, come playoff time, what LeBron is doing, what AD was doing earlier, and what Russ can do off the bench with all the supporting cast, maybe they can go on a run. So we'll see. Give us your thoughts below. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being a part of the show. Lakers Kings tonight. Don't forget about that. LA, Laker fans, hope you guys have a great rest of your day.